The 2025 Hyundai Kona Electric arrives with bold styling, crisp pixel-themed light bars framing both ends, and a distinctive flat grille that replaces the conventional air intake. Look closely and you'll spot the front electric charge port subtly integrated into the design. Underneath, there are two battery options. A 48.6 kWh base pack delivering an EPA estimated 200 miles, or a larger 64.8 kWh pack offering up to 260 miles. In real-world tests, the bigger battery still managed around 230 miles. DC fast charging supports 10–80% in about 43 minutes, regardless of battery size. A sporty N-line variant now joins the lineup, featuring restyled bumpers, side skirts, sporty 19-inch wheels, and trim-exclusive touches like heated faux leather seats with red accents, ambient interior lighting, wireless charging, and a performance-styled steering wheel. Inside, the cabin is a leap forward. Dual 12.3-inch screens, one for instruments, one for infotainment, create a modern, streamlined interface. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, and ambient lighting adds a customizable design flourish. The minimalist dashboard includes a column-mounted shifter and freed-up center console space. Cargo capacity sits around 25.5 cubic feet behind the rear seats. Technically, the Kona remains front-wheel drive only, with both battery options paired to a single electric motor. 133 horsepower for the base pack and 201 horsepower for the long-range setup. Acceleration to 60 miles per hour takes approximately 7 seconds in the long-range version. Fuel economy ratings are solid. EPA figures hover around 129 mpg city, 103 mpg highway, and 116 combined, with real-world highway economy clocking in at about 110 mpg. Under the skin, Car and Driver reports a 10.8 kilowatts onboard charger, 100 kilowatts max DC fast charge rate, and batteries cooled via liquid, tech that keeps performance in check under stress. The vehicle features McPherson strut front suspension, multi-link rear, and vented disc brakes all around. Hyundai backs the Kona with a 5-year, 60,000-mile basic warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain and battery warranty, and 3 years complimentary maintenance. Pricing starts at around $34,425 for the base model, and climbs to the low $40 KS with higher trims or upgraded features. Real-world reports show the Kona holds up well in cold climates. On -20 degrees Celsius days in Canada, range dipped 25–30%, but the long-range model still managed 210 to 230 miles with climate control engaged. The heat pump and battery preconditioning play a role here. Owner feedback from Kona forums adds nuanced insight. One 2025 limited owner wrote, "Greater than, absolutely loving my 2025. If you can swing it, go for the limited. The app can be a bit glitchy but it's slowly getting better with updates." Another owner reflected, "Greater than, obviously the 2025 is pretty new to have had any issues reported yet. My 2024 has been pretty smooth. I had to go into the dealership twice basically for software updates that couldn't be done over the air." And from a first-time EV owner, "Greater than, 2025 Kona Electric Limited. My experience so far has been seamless. Got home and plugged it into my level 2 charger. Again, no issues. Some critical notes include quirks like adaptive cruise control lag and 2-stage acceleration. Greater than, when I floor the accelerator pedal, it accelerate in 2 times, the adaptive cruise control is really slow to react." And clarification on charging inclusions. Greater than, 2025 model in Canada came with level 1 charger 120 V12A charger. Others shared, "It has a V2L adapter so I can run a few AC devices during a power outage." Redditors also noted standard fitment differences, like armrest padding lacking below limited trim, and that the V2L port is standard but adapter sold separately. Summarizing the character of the Kona Electric, it's a quiet, smooth, and practical EV with solid daily usability. The N-line adds sporty flair without altering drivetrain. Charging and range are class competitive, and while few bugs and quirks persist, user sentiment skews positive, especially for the limited trim. Segment 1. Exterior and design, approximately 2 minutes, approximately 330 words. The 2025 Kona Electric arrives with a futuristic exterior. Hyundai applies its parametric dynamics styling, rendered through sharp pixelated accents. Slim LED light bars frame the nose and tail, while the grille is flat, sculpted, and devoid of traditional openings. The charging port is cleverly integrated into the front left side, blending function with aesthetics. Powertrain-wise, the car features 2 battery options, A base 48.6 kWh delivering 200 miles of EPA estimated range, and a larger 64.8 kWh achieving up to 260 miles. Tests show real-world range closer to 230 miles on the larger battery. Adding practicality, the Kona charges from 10–80% via DC fast charging in approximately 43 minutes, regardless of battery size. New for 2025 is the sporty N-line trim. It features aggressive bumpers, side skirts, and 19-inch aero wheels. Heated faux leather seats with red stitching, wireless charging, and ambient lighting polish the interior, adding sport-infused comfort for a relatively modest premium. Segment 2. Interior and tech, approximately 3 minutes, approximately 500 words. Stepping inside, you're greeted by dual 12.3-inch screens that span from driver to passenger, one dedicated to primary instruments, the other for infotainment. This is a marked upgrade from the previous generation's smaller screens. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, along with Wi-Fi hotspot capabilities. The dashboard's horizontal layout, complemented by ambient lighting, makes the space feel modern and airy. The column shifter frees up center console space for storage and usability. Behind the rear seats, cargo volume measures approximately 25.5 cubic feet. Fold them down, and the capacity expands enough for most weekend adventures. Premium materials are more prevalent in upper trims. The N-line adds leather-wrapped accents, while limited trim features padded armrests, soft-touch door panels, and wireless charging, luxuries the base trims lack. The functionality extends to charging convenience. V2L vehicle-to-load capability is standard, though using it requires purchasing an external adapter, another Hyundai trick that puts the onus on the user. Segment 3. Performance and driving dynamics, approximately 3 minutes, approximately 500 words. The Kona Electric remains front-wheel drive. The base battery yields around 133 horsepower, the larger battery and motor combo crank out 201 horsepower. Hyundai claims a roughly 7-second sprint from 0 to 60 mph in the long-range models, aligning with test data. As expected from an EV, torque delivery is smooth and almost silent, producing responsive off-the-line thrust. The small yet heavy battery contributes positively to handling by keeping the center of gravity low. Fuel economy is a strong suit for the Kona Electric. EPA figures boast 129 mpj city, 103 mpj highway, and 116 combined, with actual highway economy hitting 110 mpj. Within the chassis, Porsche-like dynamics may be a stretch, but the combination of McPherson struts in front and a multi-link rear setup provides a comfortable yet composed ride. At higher speeds, the N-line's larger wheels can reduce range around 230 miles vs 260 on smaller wheels, and raise energy consumption to around 103 mpj in mixed driving. In cold weather testing down to -20 degrees Celsius, range drops by about 25–30%. Even so, the long-range model still managed roughly 210 to 230 miles in real usage, aided by heat pump tech and battery preconditioning. Segment 4. Charging and range management, approximately 2 minutes, approximately 330 words. Charging-wise, the Kona supports DC fast charging up to 100 kilowatts, Hyundai claims, but independent testing indicates peak speed near 90 kilowatts, tapering gradually to about 46 kilowatts as the battery charges. Using a 150 kilowatt station, extended range models charged from 13 to 80% in 36 minutes, slightly slower than some premium rivals, yet practical for most stops. For home use, the Kona accepts up to around 10.5 kilowatts AC charging, 3-phase. In some markets like Canada, only a level 1120 V12A charger is included, which charges slowly, around 25% overnight in summer. V2L functionality is a standout. Owners report using the built-in ports to power appliances during outages. It's a handy feature that emphasizes utility beyond driving. Segment 5. Reliability and everyday ownership, approximately 3 minutes, approximately 500 words. Warranty coverage contributes to peace of mind. 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain and battery, plus 3 years of complimentary maintenance. Early user feedback from enthusiasts is overwhelmingly positive. One owner wrote, "Greater than, absolutely loving my 2025. If you can swing it, go for the Limited. The app can be a bit glitchy but it's slowly getting better." Another shared, "Greater than, my experience so far has been seamless, plugged it into my level 2 charger. Again, no issues. However, there are some caveats." One owner noted, Greater than, when I floor the accelerator pedal, it accelerate in 2 times, the adaptive cruise control is really slow to react. These reflect minor quirks rather than systemic failures. Software updates, sometimes requiring dealer support, appear to address many issues. Armrest padding and nice materials remain exclusive to upper trims. Base models rely on hard plastic surfaces, even around $38,000 price points. Then there's the standard but adapter-paid V2L feature and minimalist storage nuances to consider. Segment 6. Pricing and trim recommendations, approximately 2 minutes, approximately 330 words. Pricing starts near $34,425 for the base model and climbs toward the low to mid $40 thousands as you add features. Trim pricing from Edmunds lists SE at $32,975, SEL at $36,975, popular choice N-Line at $38,375, and limited at $41,150. The SEL trim hits a compelling sweet spot. It includes the larger battery and motor, plus luxury touches like heated seats, leather-wrapped steering, and tinted windows. If style and sportiness matter, the N-Line adds visual appeal for a modest premium. For maximum comfort and features, the Limited is easy to justify. Many owners say the extra should be worth it. Segment 7. Final thoughts, approximately 3 minutes, approximately 450 words. By 2025 standards, the Hyundai Kona Electric delivers a strong package: bold styling, usable range, practical charging, tech-rich interior, and accessible pricing. It offers EV fundamentals: quiet operation, instant torque, and efficiency, wrapped in a compact SUV that's still family-friendly. Yes, it isn't the fastest charging EV, and some features are paywalled behind specific trims or accessories. But for daily drivers, city commuters, and small families, even in cold climates, it holds up very well. If you're most concerned with features, comfort, and overall ownership satisfaction, the Limited or SEL trims stand out. For a sportier personality, the N-Line adds a nice flair. Real-world feedback underscores a dependable and enjoyable ownership experience, with a few quirks typical of early 2025 models. In the grand scheme, the